electronic, HFC, MCE, electrodynamics, EMS, EDS, diamagnetic, repulsive, orthosis, boot, mechanical, self-suspension, self-levitation, engine. Subsystem materials are agatein, silicon, copper wire, diameter 0.0403, resistance per 1000 feet, ohms, 6.385 over 1000 volts, resistance per 5000 feet, ohms, 31.925, 18 AWG. 5000 feet divided by 3-inch wire turns equals 60,003 times 3-inch turns. 5 kilowatts equals 5000 watts of eddy currents against the aluminum block exterior surfaces. Watts converted into horsepower, therefore electric potential energy of 746 watts may be equivalent to 1 horsepower. The diamagnetic boot emits 5 kilowatts of electrical potential energy. Related within British mechanical horsepowers are equivalent to 6,705 horsepowers. Here's intuitive intelligence. My weight 183 pounds. This may not include the body armor. Inertial weighs at 140 pounds. However, this must not be excluded. Let's include weight of gravity. Whatsoever may be connected to the diamagnetic electrical circuit. Equivalent scale weighs at 324 pounds. Problem solved by the weight of electrical solenoid circuit. Weight of turns. Audio wire turns may be spun tightly around the diamagnetic element given weight to equal weight of mass. Whensoever the phase wire received a signal to establish a charge current carrying electrical energy. Winding eddy currents. Repulsive forces against the diamagnetic horn bearing within the center or the coil. Emissions. Velocity 6,382 pounds. Repulsive weighs more than the diamagnetic element. Weight forces the central repulsive element away from the electrical energy winding field of vectoring. Velocities, displacing the diamagnetic element, weighs less than the electrical energy emitting against the weight of its gravity, or inertial mass. Potential energy. Speed in constant force per second. Displacing diamagnetic repulsive element lifted up into the air against the human user's body. 183 pounds weight of gravitational weight. This may also include 140 pounds weight or inertial mass actuated by electrical energy emitting. Subject not limiting to additional structure. Potential metric range. Inventor Jermaine Morton design. Furthermore, the boot subsystem cylindrical hollow liquid chamber bearing permanent magnet operates rotationing self-cooling permanent magnet emitter. Motorized fluids. Speed of 40,000 rpm. Functional likenesses as an MCE subsystem. Piston motorized liquid pump type. HFC rotary refrigerant fluids. Emissions. Paramagnetic cooler. Microwaves. The permanent magnet fluid chamber bearing copper audio wiring spun tightly into helix shape around the exterior of the HFC liquid refrigerant cooling chamber mounted alongside underneath the diamagnetic boot foot mount structure. Bearing. Electrical audio wiring modulated. Permanent magnetic thermoelectric effects. Refrigeration purpose for electrical wiring. Heat dissipation environment method. GD2SO43 middle.8H2O. Thermal hysteresis 20 degrees Celsius 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Refrigerant liquid cooling tubing spun alongside the electrical exterior copper coil surfaces. The electrical helix shape spun copper coil exhibits hollow cage silicon tubing operates. HFC 134A. Refrigerant cooling tubing connections to DC rotor motor pump. Liquid refrigerant's vapor temperature is between 40 degrees and 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and without changing its temperature, it absorbs heat as it changes state from a liquid to a vapor. Subject not limiting to additional structure. Potential metric range. Inventor Jermaine Morton design. Coil turns are spun helix-shaped alongside or within aluminum block interface introduced to the same metric range. Virtually equal in area. Electrically induced phase wire point charge inductor coil type. Transformer, electromotive, separate electric circuit. Transfers potential energy. Creates electrostatic paramagnetic particle density. Affects the aluminum block with a higher repulsive force of matter in a given space. Underneath aluminum block surfaces. Modulated electric circuit. Electromotive, EMS, Damping vibrations, axis stability, eddy currents, allowing stability, alternating current, magnetic fields, given potential energy, attractive current field, vector proximity and opposing current field, vector proximity. EDS, repulsive forces against diamagnetic weight of gravity, simultaneously carrying the electromagnetic emissions source, having a lower weight, the electrodynamics potential energy, repulsive forces both emission source and the diamagnetic element against its inertial weight of gravity, lifted into the air as to levitate, as to fly.
Oh